Welcome to the Cabin Cruiser Boating Adventure. It's Tuesday the 11th of May 2021. It's not a particularly lovely day today. It keeps spitting with rain, as you can see on the windscreen. So I'm just taking a leisurely trip up the Ashby Canal. I'm probably going to go as far as just after bridge 47, and there should be some moorings between 47 and 48. And then tomorrow I'm going to go and have a look, see what there is at the village that may be of interest. So come and join me. So just going past the bottom end of Ambien Wood, and we're coming up to bridge 34A. This is the one that takes you to the battlefield line, and you can access the visitor centre. Just doing a gentle 3.5 miles per hour, which seems to be the operating speed of the Swamp Duck. Sits quite comfortably at that speed. There was a narrow boat that went ahead of me a little while ago, so I'm likely to catch it up. It is getting quite windy now, and the rain is a lot heavier than it was. This is 34A. And it's 12 miles to the beginning of the Ashby and 18 miles to the end. Really not very pleasant. Sure what the cameras will be picking up at this point. I've got two action cameras on the front of the boat. There's one on the pulpit rail facing forwards. And then one on an extended pole facing backwards towards the cockpit. If I just give away, I don't know whether you'll be able to see that. And then I've got one low down on the waterline. And then I've got this camcorder inside the boat in the cockpit, but unfortunately it is subject to the rain hitting the windscreen. There's quite a few people sheltering under bridges at the moment, don't blame them. This is bridge 35. Opens up into a glorious bit of countryside, which I've filmed quite a lot. There are usually horses in the paddock on my right hand side. So this is bridge 35. racing down the field and running after the boat. Need to take a fairly wide sweep at this point. There are one or two holes which I guess are demarcation holes showing where there's a whole load of shallow mud, but unfortunately they are almost submerged and very difficult to see them, and for those who don't know, you can easily hit them. They're just on my right hand side now. Of them. They may be just old fence posts that have found their way into the canal, but they are quite dangerous. We're coming up to an unofficial winding hole. It's not marked on the Pearson's guide, but there is plenty of room to turn a boat there, albeit a little bit shallow. The rain is easing off now, so when I can find a convenient piece of mooring, I'll just pull up and clean that window on this camera so that there's a much better view. Just going over the Shenton Aqueduct. So quite a bit of work done to it in the last few months. We've slowed down a little bit. We're just doing 2.9 miles per hour. I don't really want to catch the narrowboat up that went ahead of me. Really good to be able to see walking groups out again. Just a little group there of about 8 people, all socially distant from one another. So there is a group of 6 and then a pair, so don't think there's any problem there. It's just good that people are able to get out once more and enjoy this beautiful countryside. Lots of fields at the moment with the rapeseed in the bright yellow there. Things are certainly later this year. Look at some of the trees, they're still only just coming into leaf. I can just see the narrowboat that went ahead of me. I'm sure that's the one in front of me. So I'll hang back a little bit. Some of the narrowboats do struggle getting up and down this canal. Do have to really try and stay in the middle of the channel, otherwise it's so easy to get grounded. So this is bridge 36. So they do tend to move very slowly. So I'm currently doing 2.2 miles per hour. We're coming up to some private moorings on the right hand side here. These are on the outskirts of the village of Far Cotton, and the next bridge takes you off on the right hand side up to Far Cotton, and that's somewhere that I want to explore. I think the dandelions like it here. So this is bridge 37. So if you walk up across the bridge there to the right, take you to the village of Far Cotton. It's quite a nice mooring spot just here, and I can just see the narrowboat in front of me through the bridge. This is bridge 38. This just takes the farm track across it. Goes up to the farm on the right hand side here. So there's another mile marker. So it's now 14 miles to the beginning of the Ashby Canal and 16 to the end. The next bridge is bridge 39, and that's just connecting fields just for cattle and tractors and that kind of thing. So this is bridge 39. Bridge 40 in front of us, a truck just gone over it. Again, that takes you to, on the right hand side, takes you to Far Cotton. So we've really just looped the village. It is very shallow here, and even the swamp duck is struggling. So we've found some deeper water. Okay, nothing. So, seem to have found a little bit of a channel there. I'm hoping that the narrowboat in front of me will pull up at the water point and the visitor moorings at Bosworth, because it's now 1 o'clock, coming up for 1, and that would seem quite a logical thing for them to do, in which case I will try and pass them. If not, I'll probably moor up myself and have a spot of lunch so that I can let them get ahead. This is bridge 41, this is the last one before Bosworth. So there's the narrowboat ahead, and it does look as though he's pulling in almost no, unfortunately he's not, and he's going further on. He's going under the next bridge, which takes you to Bosworth Marina. I think there are actually too many boats here at the moment for anybody to just pull in. Oh, that's good news, he's actually turned into the marina, so I can get past him now. He's actually going into the marina. He was struggling to get around. This is bridge 42, and this bridge takes you up to Bosworth. I have explored the town of Bosworth, and I'll leave a link to it at the end of this vlog. There's a narrowboat just coming through the next bridge, so I'll just ease off a little bit. This next part of the Ashby Canal, past this bridge, is in an area of special scientific interest, the triple SI, and as such you can only moor up in the designated mooring places. You are now entering a triple SI. Just around this bend there is a 70-foot winding hole, and then just after that there are some official moorings with proper metal arm coats, and that's where I'm heading to. So there's the winding hole. There's a one boat in there already, so just see if I can get in. It's quite a length of moorings here, so it should be okay. One more after it, one more after that, one more after that. So I might just pop in this little bit here. Cheeky and get in there, or I could just go on a little bit further. Go a little bit further. There's a narrowboat just coming, so we'll slow down. We're just coming up to bridge 45. Coming up to bridge 46, and it's just started to spit with the rain again, so it's maybe going to just carry on until I get to the mooring spot. It's getting very dark again, so there's one more bridge and then I really hope I can find some mooring. There's some arm coat coming up on the left, so this is going to be a lunch stop in the rain. It's absolutely throwing it down now. So I pulled up just before bridge 47. It was absolutely throwing it down with the rain. The heavens opened, but fortunately there's just a little bit of arm coat on this approach to the bridge. It's quite away from the bridge, so I'm okay here. So I just pulled up and spot a lunch, and I've put the heating on. It's gone really cold. Okay, so the rain has stopped, and I'm just going to move the boat just through the next bridge, and there's some 48-hour moorings there that look really nice. So I'm moored up between bridges 47 and 48 on the Ashby Canal. I don't think I'm going to be overlooked by the neighbours. It's a 48-hour mooring spot. So I've left the boat on the mooring and I've headed south on the Bosworth Road towards the village of Congerstone. At the Horse and Jockey pub I turned onto Bilston Road. So I'm now just leaving the village of Congerstone. And you go over the little humpback bridge which goes over the River Sense. We're heading to a crossroads at the top of this little incline. We're going to take the road to the left. So I'm now turning left onto Gibbet Lane, which is just outside the small village of Bilston. It's about a 20-minute walk from the boat. It's quite an easy route to follow. So this is the Bilston gibbet post. This oak post was erected in March 1801 and it's a quarter of a mile from the scene of a murder committed by John Massey in February 1800. The incident which led to Massey's downfall took place when he became involved in a violent argument with his second wife Lydia while the pair were out walking by Bilston Mill with his wife's 10-year-old daughter.
He brutally battered his wife and kicked her and his stepdaughter into the mill stream. His wife subsequently died several weeks later. However, unfortunately for Massey, the girls survived and went on to give evidence against him. He was sentenced at Leicester Assizes to be hanged and gibbeted. The hanging was carried out at Red Hill Burstall on the 23rd of March 1801, and as was the custom of the day, after execution the body was transported to the parish where the crime had been committed. The body would be wrapped in chains and hung from a metal ring on the gibbet post and left. Even as late as 1818, it was reported that the skeleton of John Massey still existed as a grim reminder to others who would commit such crimes. Born around 1750, Massey had been a local celebrity and renowned wrestler, often defeating his opponents by throwing them over his head, giving him the rise to the nickname of Topsy-Turvy. He worked in the fields at Bilston as an agricultural worker and was reputed to be punctual and industrious. However, he acquired a reputation for heavy drinking and was given to violent outbursts of temper and cruelty to his wives. His first wife Sarah died in 1797 and Lydia he murdered. And so with all these lovely thoughts, it's back to the boat. Morning I'm going to be making my way back down to Sutton Cheney Wharf, and it looks like it's going to be a glorious start to the day. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, then please press the subscription button, which is displayed on the right hand corner of the screen on your mobile phone or tablet. Please press the bell icon on the home page of the channel and you'll be notified by YouTube each time I upload a new video. Please give us a like and leave any comments below, as I do enjoy reading them and I will respond to each and every one of them. I'll leave you with some images that I took of Congerstone on my very early morning walk. So thank you for watching and do take care. This looks like a really good reason to come and revisit this place once all the restrictions have been lifted. It's only a couple of minutes from the boat.